Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Andrew Yang and the Forgettables. Now, what is a forgettable? Well, a forgettable is a particular type of politician. All right, let's talk about them. So we have an instance of a forgettable, which is Deval Patrick. So Deval Patrick is entering the 2020 U.S. presidential primary Democrat race as a candidate, right? He is entering after 4 debates have occurred and just as the 5th debate is about to start, right? He has missed months of work, right? So I want to talk about this. So first and foremost, I am declaring Deval Patrick a forgettable, but not because of his humanity, right? As an individual human being, Deval Patrick is a wonderful person, I'm sure, right? But as a 2020 U.S. presidential primary candidate, right? Democrat candidate, he is thoroughly and utterly forgettable. And here's why, right? All politicians, all leaders who join the race after debate, who joined the debate after debate 1. If you join the debate after debate 1, right, you are a forgettable. Here's why. I'm going to give... Now, that is Scott Garibay's supposition. Anyone who enters the race after debate 1 is a forgettable. And here's why, okay? The reason why is because of 4 words, okay? Vision, drive, respect, and self-awareness. I have a mnemonic for that. Vision, driving, Aretha Franklin, and Jeff Goldblum. Right. All right. So I have that in my mind. Just going to remember all 4 of my points. All right, let's talk about this. All right. So basically, these forgettables all have stunted vision, stunted drive, stunted respect, and stunted self-awareness. All right. That's a bold statement, so I need to back that up. I'll go through them one at a time. Okay. All right. If you are a forgettable, right, I am stating you have stunted vision for the following reason, okay? All right, so everybody else, literally like 15 candidates were 20 candidates were in by debate 1, right? And those candidates looked at the state of America. They're like, oh, Donald Trump's president, okay? Oh, we have major problems happening throughout the United States of America. We have NRA device issues. We have specific attribute Americans who are dying for no good reason, right? We have infrastructure issues, right? We have huge wealth inequality gaps, right? We have major issues in education, right? So every single politician and leader who was ready to run at debate 1, first time debate 1, at debate 1, they had the vision to look at what was actually the state of the nation, and they said, you know what? I see what's happening, and this country needs me. They had the vision to understand that they needed to be engaged, and they needed to begin to work so that they would be able to talk to the American people through every single debate and make their claim to the American people that they were the best option, to lead the nation. And part of that was their vision, their own vision to see that they were needed. Every single forgettable, right, lacks vision, right? They looked at the same data and said, this country does not need me. Or they didn't even look, right? Which is even worse, right? Which brings up the question of laziness, right? Now, I'm not going to say that all forgettables are lazy, but the question absolutely can be asked. Is your late entry because of lack of vision or just pure laziness or both, right? Like it is super bad, right? I will tell you right now, I am galled by the audacity of people rolling in late for work to be president, right? I don't like seeing it anywhere. It's bad. It is a bad situation, right? If you're trying to get a job, show up late for the interview. You don't. You just can't do that, right? And if you do, everybody dismisses you, right? And well, they should, right? And that's my point. If you're showing up, at debate 5, you looked at the state of America and said, America does not mean me, or you never even looked, right? And if that's the case, who needs you, right? Next one is drive, right? So Tulsi Gabbard, Andrew Yang, right? Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, right? I mean, even Marianne Williamson, I miss her, right? Like Amy Klobuchar, right? Cory Booker, Pete Buttigieg. These people have drive, right? They have urgency. They're saying, hey, this is the U.S. presidential, I want to go into the 2020 U.S. presidential primary Democrat race. Maybe I better get in at the start and do everything I can do to win, because I have drive, because I have urgency, because I attach potence to my actions, right? Like, they have drive, right? What are these forgettables? Where was your drive months ago? What were you doing, right? Were you just watching more Netflix? Were you making your list of what you wanted to watch as soon as Disney Plus started? What were you doing? Where was your drive? Your drive is stunted, and you have absolutely no position with the people who are committed and serious and understand the importance of the U.S. presidency, okay? And that leads us right into our next one, respect. They have stunted respect. Deval Patrick, right? When you listen to politics, you must learn to understand noise and signal. He did like a 2-minute launch video, right? And there's about 20 seconds of pure noise. It's like static. It's like, right? You can't hear anything because it's pure noise. You know what he was saying during that? He was saying, I respect all of the candidates who are already running. Those are your words, but your actions say different, right? Your words say that you respect the candidates who are running. Your actions say different. You're saying, your actions say, oh, you know what? I looked at Donald Trump and I looked at the state of this nation, and then I watched 4 debates. Right? And you know what I saw in those 4 debates? I saw people with vision and drive who are insufficient compared to me with stunted vision and stunted drive, right? It is a massive lack of respect for every single candidate who started at the start, who was there for every debate, who was shaking, and let's get into it, right? It is a lack of respect for the American people, right? Andrew Yang has shaken thousands of hands. He's given hugs, right? He got down on the ground and with a bulldog, right? What makes you worthy, forgettables, to jump in now and say that bulldog doesn't deserve me, that American lady doesn't deserve me, that young man who came out and got engaged in politics doesn't deserve me, right? I can use my time the way I want. The selfishness of these forgettables is shocking, absolutely shocking. This is the U.S. president. This ain't a job at a taco stand, right? This is ridiculous. You do not roll in with, and watch all these other candidates who had the vision and drive to start when the race started, right? This is a race, right? And nobody's happy with somebody who starts a race after the signal is made to begin, right? Weak sauce, right? They are forgettables, every single one, right? And they lack respect for the American people. They're saying the American people do not deserve all of my time compared to these other candidates. Yes, they deserve all of those candidates' time, but me, they only warrant part of my time because I'm special for some reason, right? They lack respect. They lack respect for the American people. They lack respect for every other candidate who started at the beginning of the race. They lack respect for the DNC. They lack respect for the Democrat voters. all of whom deserve what Bernie's putting in. Full commitment, full seriousness, full value on the position, right? And just, it drives me crazy to see these people rolling in late. It is galling. It is absolutely galling, right? And now we got a conga line of them, right? It's just a conga line of these forgettables, right? Utterly forgettable. Stunted vision, stunted drive, stunted respect, stunted self-awareness. Let's talk about self-awareness, right? Get this, right? Now, the most self-aware person on the planet is Jeff Goldblum. Great guy. He's got a new show on Disney Plus. It's fantastic. Really like it. He is self-aware. He knows he is winsome and charming. He uses his gifts and his skills, right, to make art better for many projects. And he blesses Americans with the content he creates, right? He is a model of self-awareness, right? But every one of these forgettables, every one of these people jumping into the race after the start of the race, they're all the same. They have stunted self-awareness, okay? All right, so let's talk about it. They are saying, my hesitation and my delay is more valuable than that hard worker's urgency, right? How dare they? How dare they? What makes them special that their hesitation and delay should be counted equal to someone else's urgency, right? And what gets me is they clearly do not understand that they have if you lack vision, drive, if you have stunted vision, stunted drive, and stunted respect and stunted self-awareness, you should not be running for presidency, right? You have already seen 10 or 15 or 20 candidates who saw what you couldn't, who saw the need to jump into the race immediately, right? That the nation needed their efforts. The nation needed their time. The nation needed their sacrifice. It took you longer, right? And why? And here's why. Because you're lesser and you're forgettable, right? That's the issue. I will never, ever prioritize someone who lacks vision, lacks drive, lacks respect, and lacks self-awareness, right? Has stunted vision, stunted drive, stunted respect, and stunted self-awareness more than someone who had the vision, the drive, the respect for the American people, and the self-awareness to understand what they were undertaking. These forgettables do not understand what they are doing. They do not understand that the presidency is not worth a partial amount of your time, a partial amount of your commitment, a partial amount of you taking this seriously, right? It's more than that. It's more than that. And if you didn't have the vision to understand that you needed to be in the race at the beginning of the race, you certainly do not have the vision to lead this great nation. And you don't deserve to lead even a single American who deserved all of your time and who deserved a chance. Andrew Yang shook my hand in September. Where were you? Where were you? Right? What were you doing? Getting another latte at Starbucks? Latte late? Right? What were you doing? Right? I'll guarantee you it wasn't more important than running for U.S. president. Right? And Bernie Sanders has redefined what commitment means. And so, in my opinion, we need to have even less tolerance for these forgettables. Anyone who enters the U.S. presidential primary Democrat race after debate 1 is a forgettable. There is one exception, all right? It's a type of person who is an exception. All right, let's get into this. Okay, let's define the exception, all right? There is an exception, all right? Now, politicians and leaders, all right? Now, politicians are worth a dime a dozen. They're crocodiles. They're all in the swamp water. They all have green, scaly fin. They all have 2-inch fangs in their face, right? They're all crocodiles. They're a dime a dozen, right? Leaders like Andrew Yang, they're pretty rare, right? And I think the future of politics is leaders and this next one, right? All right, there's another group of people who can run for presidency, and guess what? they get a pass. They get a hall pass. They can come in whenever they want, right? Because of ubiquitous camera. The ubiquitous camera has changed our lives. It's changed the rules of modern life, okay? Any American who has been a lead in a movie that has made $250 million or more, an American actor, an American celebrity who has been in a American film that has made $250 million or more, welcome in, right? Now, wait, I hear you. You're like, wait, Scott, you just talked about stunted vision and stunted drive and stunted respect and stunted self-awareness. Why do celebrities get a pass? Celebrities always get a pass, right? Like that's the rules of our society, right? We put up with a ridiculous amount of nonsense from celebrities, and we do not expect vision, drive, respect, or self-awareness from celebrities, right? Celebrities are shiny people, right? And again, it's one of the rules of our society currently. Shiny people are not held to the same standard as other people. I'm not saying this is right. I'm saying this is a matter of fact, right? Like celebrities can jump in whenever they want. And if you fit that model that I just defined, right? If you are an American actor or actress, I'm using the word actor for both genders, right? If you're an American actor or actress who has been in a film that made $250 million or more, you could jump in whenever the heck you want to. And the reason why is I understand the ubiquitous camera, and I also understand the value of name recognition. Name recognition in this nation is amazing, right? And frankly, if you're a governor or some senator or some House person, some congressperson or some mayor, you don't have name recognition. Fi, shove off, right? That's not real name recognition, right? But American celebrities, and I have talked about the power of American celebrity right here on this on this channel. And frankly, it shouldn't be that way, but it is that way. If you are an American celebrity, you can enter whenever you want. Perfect example, Oprah Winfrey. She could jump in whenever she wants, right? You're not going to hear me calling her a forgettable, right? And the reason why is just the way America works, right? But frankly, any kind of leadership role or, government role, that's not real name recognition. Even television stars surpass them, right? It's nothing, right? Like Duvall Patrick. I'll bet any one of the actors or main actors or actresses on Riverdale has higher name recognition. It's non-starter, right? So American celebrities, right, who have been in films that have made $250 million or more, they do get a pass. All that's my opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion. Let me know in the comments below. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.